Welcome to Daily Sama. This is Dr. Shalini Bahl, and we are here together to practice with the 8 mindfulness skills. Today, the practice we're going to do is for mindful curiosity, and the specific one we're going to do is called friendly and patient. So, mindful curiosity is the mindfulness skill that disrupts our default habit of seeing what we want to see through the lens we are bringing. It disrupts our confirmation bias. And this particular practice, friendly and patient, is an excellent one to shift our mindset from, just wanting to arrive at a solution or where we get impatient with somebody, impatient with ourselves. And so this is a great practice to bring in interpersonal situations, as well as you can do this practice and direct it towards yourself. So I just want to share a quick story today. I was working with a supplier in India, and we had reached this place of slight tension where she didn't end up doing what I had asked her to do, and she was supposed to create something. And I could see that she was reaching that place of, and we were feeling that little bit of friction between us. So I decided to share my cards with her, and I said, "Hey, guess what? Let me show you what we're doing with this project." And I showed her all the cards, and I said, let me pull one for you. And this is the reminder that came up. And it was fantastic because this was just what we needed in that moment. And I described to her what this card was and how creativity requires patience. And so she immediately got it as soon as I said this, and we both smiled. And it really got us to arriving at a completely different solution, going from being attached to how what I was hoping would happen. I let go of that. She let go of her resistance. Now this is how it has to be, or it can't be. And we found a different solution, which was really easy, actually. So I want to invite us to do this together. And if you have an interaction that you're going to be going into, you can keep that person in mind, or just wherever you are, you can even just do this for yourself, friendly and patient. So let's do this together. As always, coming to a comfortable posture. And we can start by taking some deep breaths in and exhaling slowly. Letting go with a sighing sound if it's helpful. And I find it really calming for my limbic system to place one hand or both hands on the chest. And inviting your mind to be here with your breath, with your body. Taking these few moments to be friendly and patient, starting with yourself. And as you rest your awareness, rest your body in the sensations of this breath rising and falling in your body, just very gently inviting that mantra, this reminder, friendly and patient. And no need to overthink it, just inclining your mind towards our natural ability for friendliness, for patience. Even just that invitation for friendliness can create a little letting go of the rigidity, the tightness we tend to hold from habit. So just seeing that friendliness reminder, inclining the mind towards friendliness and allowing your body to soften, your heart to open up a little bit more. And if you like, bringing to mind the person you're going to have an interaction with, or even turning towards yourself with this mindful curiosity, friendly and patient. So, whether you're working on a project and want to invite this quality of the mind to be open, to have that sense of awe and wonder, this quality of friendliness rather than rigidity, expectation, seeing if you can transform that rigidity and expectations into friendliness and patience, and seeing what that feels like in the body for you. And even though I did this practice in the morning with my supplier, right now I'm doing it for myself, and it feels really good. And if you are feeling a little stuck with, I don't know what I'm supposed to feel, just think of maybe somebody towards whom you naturally feel friendly and patient. So it could be a child, a pet, your parent, partner, friend. So just bringing to mind that person whom you naturally love and touching on that feeling that naturally arises when you're there for that person, even in the middle of maybe difficulty or the challenges, how you can show up for them in that friendly way, bringing that kindness, that genuine care, and maybe even a little playfulness. When I think of friendliness, it invites a little bit of play and lightness. So just seeing, exploring for yourself, what is your natural ways in which you show up in an authentically friendly way. And that naturally also brings with it patience rather than forcing things to move faster. Or, when we show up in a friendly way, there's automatically ease with that. So whether you're working through a project, relationship, just life in general, I find this reminder, friendly and patient, to be really helpful. So, I invite you to practice and play with it, and maybe choosing certain times in your day today that you can come back and return to this reminder, friendly and patient. Maybe even put a sticky note somewhere for yourself to remind yourself to be friendly and patient with yourself as well as you're building new habits or trying to work on something difficult, like I said. This is a great practice. So let me know if you have any questions that came up for you, any insights, or how you felt during this um, micro practice today. I can share for me, it just felt nice. The contrast of how I can work with a lot of intensity and then to return to this quality of friendly and patient, even with myself, rather than being like, oh, I can't do this or I didn't do that. I was feeling a little bad about how I spoke with my mom today. And so it's like we have all these different thoughts and emotions that we live through and carry consciously and unconsciously. And so inclining our mind towards these qualities is helping us return to that place of inner knowing and understanding that then transforms our judgments, our expectations into this natural ability to meet life fully, wholeheartedly, fully engaged without getting overwhelmed or letting um, the challenges in our lives or even the extreme joy when we get so excited that we feel ungrounded. So it's about returning to that place of really meeting life all of life fully, wholeheartedly, and I'm not losing our ground. Or even if we lose our ground, which we will, it's about then returning back with ease and grace. So thank you for your practice today. Thank you for showing up. And we will be meeting next Wednesday for our Sama Life Circle in the new year, where we meet for an hour and 15 minutes. And we'll do a deep dive of mindful curiosity and how the different micro practices and our dedicated practices can help us really strengthen this ability of meeting life with a sense of awe and wonder and cultivate right understanding, not what we think is happening, not what we're seeing is happening, but really being able to look at what is the nature of reality, the nature of truth underlying our experiences, individual and collectively. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message. You can message me or leave me a message in um, under the micro practices. I'll be sharing this recording. So you can return to this practice and try the other micro practices that are available. So may our practice be for our benefit and for the benefit of all beings. Thank you for being here today. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, stay Sama.